Deserved it, probably. There wasn't a lot in it.
Well, yeah, I think there was, to be fair. I think Liverpool were quite comfortable. You know, played the first half very, very well. Wolves really never showed any intent to the last 10, 15 minutes. Desperation stakes. Yeah. Obviously, they've got bigger fish to fry, trying to stay in the Premier League. But just times where they've got corner kicks, it's just putting it in the box. They're trying to be clever, playing 1 or 2 free passes. Neves is one of the best free kick takers in the Premier League. So seconds to go, and he's trying to clip onto the far post. I just think the decision-making was poor from Wolves. So, yeah, Liverpool thoroughly deserved to win the game.
Harvey, congratulations into the next round of the Cup, but do you feel you deserved that?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it was a good turnaround. You know, the last few results haven't really gone our way. You know, we haven't performed to the best of our ability, but I think tonight is it's a stepping stone for the next couple of games. We just need to take this into, obviously, the next game on the weekend, which is going to always be a tough one. So I feel like this is a perfect way, you know, to go into the next game with full of confidence, and yeah, hopefully we can put it right at Anfield in the Premier League.
Now, I'm sure that you enjoy every goal that you score for Liverpool, but the one tonight, that was special, wasn't it? Yeah,
you know what, I think I've been judged a bit on, you know, assisting in goals, and that's definitely something I've been working on. So I just felt like it was the right opportunity, and yeah, thankfully it came off today. Yeah, it's just a big sigh of relief, to be honest, because I feel like personally I haven't been at my best since I've been back from the World Cup. So you know, yeah, just to get the goal, it's good for my confidence, and hopefully I can take it into the weekend now.
Alan Shearer said in commentary that he could see that James Milner was on for the pass, but he said he could tell you were never going to pass. Talk us through it from your point of view.
Well, yeah, I mean, Millie was, I think, screaming shoot as well, so yeah, if he's screaming it, then I'm just going to have to do it, you know. But as I said, it's down to me really to provide assists and score goals, and I felt like I had the perfect opportunity to do that. So yeah, maybe I'll speak to him after, maybe he can encourage me a bit more to shoot, because it definitely worked.
You alluded to it in your first answer about the fact that you and the players know things haven't been good enough. How important is it to now build on this?
You know, it's massive for us. The fans are a big help as well. They're always by our side no matter what. So yeah, it's just personally a massive thanks from myself and the rest of the team for them for always sticking by us. You know, we've got the best fans in the world and going to each and every game with the best support. So for us it's massive, and we just want to go out there and perform to the best of our abilities, and you know, put a show on for them, and thankfully for the travelling fans. I know it's freezing tonight, so just once again a massive thanks, and thankfully we could you know, do that tonight and hopefully send them home happy.
And you know who it is in the next round?
Brighton.
It's Brighton. Obviously, you're going to have a point to prove.
Yeah, I know, definitely. It's going to be another tough game. You know, the chances they created against us and the performance we put in, it just simply weren't good enough. But you know, it's a stepping stone, as I said, and hopefully we can, you know, go in fully confident. Hopefully get another good result on the weekend and keep building on from there. But as I said, we're just focused on the next game, and as they come, we just keep going and hopefully putting in the best performances as we can.
Harvey, congratulations. You are the player of the match as well.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Much deserved. He spoke as well as he played as well. Very impressive young man. 19 years old, real talent, Danny.
It is tough for him, you know.
Yeah.
And
you take him on loan at Reading for a few months.
I'll take half of them on loan.
He's not going anywhere.
Yeah, real talent. Wolves, a bit disappointed overall in their performance, yeah. But they had kind of half opportunities, isn't really that threat at top, which has been a problem for them a lot of this season, hasn't it?
You could argue the FA Cup tonight wasn't as important as is the league, of course, we get that. But there wasn't enough runs into the box or creativity.
No, it wasn't.
For a team challenging towards the bottom to stay up, which Wolves are at the moment, is it a bigger problem to be struggling to score goals or letting too many goals in? Which is the biggest, most difficult thing as a manager to work for? Well,
listen, if you're not conceding goals, you've always got chances of scoring goals. You know, if obviously 1-0 is a great... Here managers say 1-0 is a great scoreline, because you've got your goal and then you've got a clean sheet. It depends on what situation of the season you're in. You know, if we're talking about panic season, which is probably around March, and you've got to go and take teams, you've got to get in the front foot, you've got to, especially at home.
I think it's easier, as you tell me, but I think it's easier to get a team better organised defensively than it is to give people the confidence to be creative and score goals, because that's something that is in the players' response. That's their responsibility.
But Dan, if you look at what Wolves have done in the last 2 years, that they've spent a lot of money on a lot of Portuguese players who are technically very gifted. Yeah. They've put in Cunha, they've put in Costa, you know, to play attacking football. The reason why they got rid of, Santos was because he was too defensive. Yeah. So, listen, they've had some great results, really good results, and listen, they'll be fine. They'll be fine.
You think they'll be OK?
I hope so.
All right, well, let's get Alan Shearer's view. Alan's still on the gantry for us. Sorry, Alan, I wanted to wait another 5-10 minutes to get you out in the cold.
It's not so bad up here, Gary.
It's not. Well, you've got enough clothes on, so you should be okay. What did you think overall?
I thought Liverpool controlled the game. They played it at their tempo, and I said it in commentary. They only really asked one or two questions, no serious ones, in the last 10 or 15 minutes when Wolves put more bodies up front and then started to switch the play a little bit more and got one or two balls into the box. But they were never really seriously threatened, Liverpool. They controlled it, played it at their pace, and I thought Harvey Elliott was outstanding. He obviously took great confidence from his goal for Liverpool, and he showed some lovely, neat and tidy touches and looked to pass the ball forward, and obviously did his work defensively as well, as we saw in the last few minutes. But Liverpool had to come out and prove something tonight. The players that the manager picked tonight had a point to prove. It couldn't have been any worse than it was at the weekend, and I think they've done that to the manager, because when players have been as bad as they were, then the players that have come in have to do something, and I think those players did that tonight, particularly Harvey Elliott.
And Jurgen Klopp obviously justified in his team selection.
Yeah, he needed to change it. He needed to send a message to the players that played at the weekend. Okay, they might need a bit of a rest because they were lacking severely in energy at Brighton. So he had to do something. He did that, and he said to the players, "Okay, there's a chance for you." And they've gone out and they've performed tonight. I didn't think it was spectacular, but I thought at times they had to dig deep and show what they were made of. And when they were asked for that little bit of quality, Harvey Elliott produced it.
Alan, thank you very much. Get yourself in the warm, and if you ever pull a prank like that at the beginning of the show again when you're not sitting in the studio, you're done. We're done, okay?
You know that was Murphy's fault, not mine.
Not at all. Let's hear from the Liverpool manager, Jurgen Klopp. He's with Kelly.
Jurgen, congratulations. First win of 2023. You've got a smile on your face at last. How much did you enjoy that?
A lot. That's pretty rare feeling. You're right. It feels like ages ago that we had that feeling that we win and play well. Yes, we had to fight hard in the end. Of course, that's the nature of the competition and in general of the game, because it's an open game. Obviously, we controlled it over a long period, played really good football, which is very important. Defended, super passionate, which is really important. And so, yeah. Feels great for the moment. It was the reaction we wanted to see from ourselves, and the boys delivered.
Harvey Elliott was player of the match, got the match winner as well. Look, that's got another smile from you too. Just how special is he and how good was that performance tonight?
It was good on two different positions, especially with an early knock around the ankle, no twisting or whatever, just a knock, which can be quite painful early in the second half. So, but he followed through, and the goal was exceptional. But I had, don't want to make his performance smaller, but I had a few men of the matches today. Just the others didn't score. So, but we played a really good first half, and had very good periods in the second. And then in the end, it's just passion and put a foot in or a leg or up the body, whatever, and block the shots. And when we needed, and Queef was there as well. So, yeah, a cup game, great.
Did it feel a bit more like Liverpool tonight?
Yeah, from the passion we showed, yes. But I said it after the game. So it's my job to help the boys. It's to find a formation where they feel good in the first place and where they can find the challenges. But then, of course, on the pitch, the boys have to make it with intensity and stuff like this. I think Stefan and the whole midfield today we were really compact with the front three and with the midfield three. So it was difficult for Wolves to find their key players, Neves, Moutinho, whatever. They started pretty direct with the long balls for Traoré, which is obviously very difficult to defend, but Costa did there very well, and we supported him really good. So, it was just, how I said, I liked the game a lot.
Well done tonight, Jurgen. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.
Lots to be encouraged by. First win of the year, of course.
Yeah, which sounds surprising when you look at the players they've got at their disposal, but it doesn't matter who you are, how big you are, how great you are, all the things that you won. If you're losing games and you're under a bit of pressure, it's so important to win the next game. Yeah. Bounce back, and I think if it had lost today against Wolves, you can imagine the pressure even more going on to the Chelsea game. So, listen, he'll be more and more delighted. I'm sure the training ground will be a lot more happier tomorrow.
And his slight gamble paid off in playing, you know, some of the...
Well, I think every Liverpool fan would have looked at the team and worried a little bit, if they're honest.
Yeah.
I mean, the most pleasing thing for him tonight would be, I think, the way they defended. The way they stopped Wolves from playing and creating, because that hasn't been Liverpool of late. Most teams that have played Liverpool have made chances, so he'll be absolutely delighted. And now he's got a little bit of a headache at the weekend.
Indeed, the one he wanted. Danny, looking ahead now, what do you think perhaps the goal would be to finish this season for Liverpool now?
I think
considering where they are.
I still think a trophy and top 4.
Yeah.
They've got to have that ambition.
This one, possibly, that's next to me here?
Yeah, but they'll have
their
sights on the Champions League still, because belief within the club is still there, or even if it's a little bit unrealistic in terms of the way they're playing. But the way the club have been in the last few seasons is the standards have been so high. They are more than capable of going on a run and winning a lot of games with the players they've got. And it's just a case of believing in it. But that tonight is a good foundation, clean sheet, players at it, working off the ball, and it gives them something to build on for the weekend.
Yeah. Wasn't the most exciting game we've ever seen, especially after the start we had. I meant on the pitch.
It's been an experience, Gary, tonight. Let's say that. It has been an experience.
It's certainly been. It was the first in many ways.
Don't invite me again, please.
OK, well, Danny, thank you very much. And Paul, good luck in the next round and for the rest of the season, particularly at Manchester United. So that's it. Liverpool win it with a Harvey ball banger.